some shadows. This is my is the audio gonna work dance. Can you hear us? Can you hear us out there? Can you hear us? Well, in this light, it really looks like I'm getting gray. Wow, how about that? Whew.
Are we on, Kim?
We're getting confirmation that the audio is working. Audio is working? Hold please. Let me get my glasses straight. I'm gonna be flailing my arms a lot. We're good? All right, we're live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason and it's Eric coming to you live from the Movidia Technology Group offices in sunny Bloomington, Illinois. What's up, Jason?
I'm speechless.
He's excited. He's so excited. Speechless. You know why? Because
he always catches me off guard.
We're talking about really cool technology you could be using for your business online. We cover all kinds of things like the do's and don'ts of web design and how to use imagery, and like we talked about last week with Mr. Gary Ente, and we talk about Facebook advertising and the functionality inside of Facebook, and we haven't covered this specific topic in a while, but today we're talking about Google My Business, your Google My Business listing, and we're talking about a specific piece of functionality that's brand new.
Yep.
Brand new, and I'm really excited about it because I see people use similar technology on my Facebook page. And so we're going to talk a little bit about this new piece of functionality inside of Google My Business, and that you can be using as long as you have a Google My Business listing, right? So let's start there, Jason. Why don't you tell us or tell everyone, remind them, what is Google My Business? What is that listing?
So your Google My Business listing, if you have a local type business, so think of the map results. So if you search for your business and you come up with a map to your business, some pictures, or if you do a search for, plumbing, Bloomington, Illinois, and you see maybe some ads, you see 3 local maps results, those are your Google My Business listings. If you search for your business name and city, and you generally on a desktop come up on the right hand side, or the first top part of the mobile device, then that is your Google My Business listing. It used to be called Google Local, Google Places, Google Maps, etc.
It's changed names over the course of time, but basically it's where you as the business owner register your business with Google, right? So Google has a bunch of traffic, internet traffic coming to them on computers, on smartphones. People are searching for stuff constantly, right? Google My Business is the place where you register your business so that you can get a chunk of that traffic. You can tell Google, hey, Michael's with us. What's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us. But it's that place where you register and tell them who you are and what you do so that you can get a piece of that traffic that's searching for your stuff.
They get a lot of traffic because they are prominent. Those 3 results, you can expand to see more, come up before the other organic results. The only thing higher than those are the paid ads.
I am shocked, Jason, at how many people don't even have a Google My Business listing for their company on Google. It's shocking and disappointing because you guys are missing the boat if you don't have that registered.
And a lot of times Google will automatically create one, because they'll scrape other listings.
Yes, they will.
So they might see your information on super pages or whatever. They'll create one, but you have to claim it and complete it, get all that information out there. And then, you can take it further and have people like us optimize it and get it ranked better. Mm-hmm. But it's important.
It's very important because obviously lots of people go to Google to do searching. And so why would you not be in Google's best good graces? Is that the way to say it? Maybe, but in their best graces. But register your Google My Business and then make sure you optimize it. There are tricks and little things that you can do to make sure you get more of the traffic and that you have a really good Google My Business listing. There's a whole 7 segments we could do on how to get that wrong. And maybe we'll talk about that later. But today we're talking about one piece of functionality that's brand new that Jason actually just told me about. I didn't even know about it 5 minutes before this conversation. And that is what, Jason?
Well, it's text messaging. So people can see your listing, and instead of calling you, they can send you a text, and
Okay.
you can connect somebody's cell phone in the organization or a dedicated cell phone just for this to allow people to message you directly. You know, people are busy. Some people don't have the time to engage in a phone call. Maybe it's a quick question. And, you know, just like messaging with Facebook, some people are just comfortable with sending a message or an email.
Should I hold
So
this up?
now, yeah, let me just show this. Now, obviously, this is on a mobile device. So this is a picture of it's a screenshot from my phone. Let me get a little closer. And if you pull up the listing, you'll have an option here. It says message, and here, send a message. So these were not here before we enabled this feature. Someone can click your listing, and they can click on that message or send a message. It opens up a new window, and they click another button, and they can text you. Simple as that. And it's super easy to do. You have to turn this on once you have your Google My Business listing claimed, which hopefully most of you do. When you log in on a desktop, you have, when you edit your listing, or actually it's called manage your location. Then on the left-hand side, you have, it says messaging, or you can click that here, and on the next screen, you add your cell number and enable it. And it's simple as that.
It's really important, and here's why. I've noticed in our multiple businesses that we have, I'm always shocked at how many people prefer to text than they do call or even email. And so we are in the texting revolution, folks. If you don't know that, then that's a whole different conversation. But everyone loves to text. Why do they like to text? Or most people, I won't say everyone, because there's still, my dad, he's like, I'm not texting, don't text me. And then all of a sudden I'll get 3 text messages from him. And I'm like, well, come on, G, what's up?
Or some people shouldn't be texting.
He should not be texting. But people want to text. And the reason they want to text is because it's easy to do, it's quick, it's non-intrusive, right? So it's kind of that one communication that you can send late at night. I'll get texts at 1 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning from people on the West Coast wanting to talk about Movidia website services or buying a Bronco, and it's that simple way to reach out and say, hey, I'm interested and I want to talk, but still remain faceless, right? The person on the other end of the text, you don't know who they are. You don't even know their name. It's just a phone number. And there's a little bit of protection there for the person texting you, that they're not going to get sold or they're not going to get taken advantage of, right? So texting is a very non-intrusive, easy way to communicate. And why would you not take advantage of that? Because, Jason, you want everyone to be able to connect to you in the way that they prefer to connect to you and do it easily, right? That's when you break down those barriers, it can be very good for your business. I saw a presentation a year or two back, the farming industry. They said that gone are the days that farmers go in and they talk to the sales rep when they're getting ready to buy a new combine or a really expensive farm implement. They don't go in and like have that same sales conversation. What they do is they research it themselves. Typically when their tractor's driving for them, right? The tractor's driving for them, they're researching online, and then they decide to buy something and they text a $500,000 order, a $300,000 order for a new farm implement through text.
Wow.
Farmers are spending that much money via text. So take it very seriously. It is if you don't have texting on your website, right? Inviting people to text you at a certain number, I think you're missing the boat there too. And this just, to me, reinforces that. Now, Google's making it very easy for people to find you and then text you. Right.
And a couple things. First of all, you can turn this feature on and off anytime. You can change phone numbers out at any time. And we just had a question from somebody watching. Can you do multiple cell numbers for after-hours service requests? That is an excellent question. At this time, you can only do one. Who knows what they'll do in the future? This is brand new. It literally came out a few days ago.
I would imagine that'll change.
I would imagine, so it'd be like in this case, for a service business, a round robin. Somebody doesn't answer, maybe it goes to so-and-so, or after hours, maybe somebody else, has a phone that they can respond to. Great question. In this case, I would just say, maybe at a certain time of the day, you switch over to to the other number, and in the morning, you swap it back out. It literally just takes a few seconds.
Yeah, it's not tough to do.
Yep.
Jason, we got another question. Thanks for that. Good folks at William Masters, great client of ours. Michael asks, Jason, is messaging on 24/7 if enabled on your Google My Business account? Meaning, could I get text at 2 a.m. and be expected to respond?
So at this point, yes, there are no options right now other than adding your phone number and enabling it. You cannot set up a time. It will show you some stats once you start receiving and replying to messages on your back end. It doesn't show on the front end that other people can see yet, but it shows your average response time. I know Facebook has an average response time for messaging that people can see. When you visit a Facebook page, Google might have something like that in the future. I don't know. And it would be nice to have that, controlled by hours, but Facebook isn't. People can message your page 24/7. Just because someone texts you in the middle of the night, they may not necessarily expect to reply at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Good question, though.
Yeah, that's a great question. It reinforces the fact I'm always really excited because it seems like places like Instagram and Facebook and Google My Business and on and on and on, they just keep releasing new functionality that we as business owners can take advantage of in an effort to be easier to reach, easier to connect with. And as we talk about building that digital relationship that you hear come out of my mouth a lot, the idea of digitally building a relationship with someone, oftentimes you as the business don't know that you have that relationship until that person finally reaches out because they need your product or service.
Yep.
And they want options in how they connect. It could be as you were outlining the different messages just now, I was thinking about how difficult it is for us at Max Slider Brothers Customs to field all of those messages. We get connected through Instagram. We get messages through Facebook. We get text messages. We get Google Voice messages. We get on and on and on. They come from different spots, and it's overwhelming. So the power is in the technology, people, and you can do it. You can do it today.
Yep.
It's easy to do. If you have questions and would like some help with turning this on or off or different strategies and how to implement some of these technologies, I encourage you to connect with Jason. You can post to this, this live video after the live video gets posted to our Facebook profile. We're always monitoring that. Feel free to message us on Facebook or give us a call. Jason's a resource that will help you as we get people pointed in the right direction to start leveraging some of this awesome functionality. So with that said, Jason, great job. Always bringing something new to the community. You got to pay attention to this guy. I make it a habit of talking to him at least once a week because he's always going, I got this new thing. So thank you for that. They thank you for that. This is Jason. I'm Eric. Movidia Technology Group would love to chat with you about your web and IT solutions for your business. We'll talk to you soon.
See you guys.